Kia ora koutou. I'm from the Palestine Human Rights Campaign, and usually on a 2 o'clock on the first Saturday of every month, we stand on the corner over there reminding people of the rights of the Palestinians. I salute you all for coming and supporting, as our Turkish brother has said, to defend the rights, the humanitarian rights of the Palestinian people that have been denied for over 62 years. The injustice of the Nakba, the catastrophe that happened in 1948 when the State of Israel was established without any kind of registration or acceptance of the Palestinian, the indigenous people of Palestine. Well, we stand with the indigenous people of Palestine as we stand with the tangata whenua, the indigenous people of this country, and say justice must be served. Martin Luther King said, injustice anywhere affects justice everywhere. And that is what we are calling upon our leaders to look at the justice that is being denied the Palestinian people for too long and stop listening to the lies, the hypocrisy, the denials, the absolute propaganda that begins and ends with the Israelis' embassy, which they invited back here only a few months or so ago. There is absolute denial, delusion, and arrogance that Israel continues its murderous ways year after year, decade after decade, and we cannot allow it to happen anymore. But don't go away from here and say, it's wonderful that we've all come out. We have. It's wonderful to see so many people supporting this gross injustice, this murderous assault on humanitarian people trying to demonstrate this terrible blockade that's existed for 3 years. We've got to go away. We've got to let our politicians know. We've got to let our newspapers know. We've got to let the radios know, the television know, that this has to stop. New Zealand has a wonderful reputation in standing up to apartheid. In the 80s, we stood alongside the indigenous people of South Africa in their violation of their rights. And gradually, the world understood the racism of apartheid. Well, this is the racism of the Israeli state. And it is that racism which is so infectious, and it must be overcome. It was racism in Europe against the Jewish people themselves that the Palestinians are paying the price of. It was the Germans who exercised that racism. But who paid the price? The Palestinian people. So we have to stand up and address that wrong that was committed so long ago, and make the Israeli people understand that they are not immune to the world's criticism. It's got to go on and on and on until they acknowledge the rights of the Palestinians to have a place in the sun. Kia ora.